Married at First Sight Australia. The final reunion. So we're on to the last and final commitment ceremony of the series. I don't even know what episode we're on, but we're finally here. Everyone turned up except for, what was his name? The one that was married to Holly. Can't remember his name. Mr. Gigolo, I'm going to call him. The one that slept with 350 women in a space of 7 years. Except for him. He didn't turn up at the boys' night either. Or the dinner party. So, good riddance to bad rubbish. Moving on. The first people we had on the couch were Mitch and Ella. Now I'm surprised to see them two back together. After he let her down at the vow renewals, I'm very surprised. At the end of the day, I still can't see where this is going to go. I still have my feelings, my gut feeling about him. He's not all in, even though he says he is now. After going home, spending time with his friends and family, just trying to find his head. And in that time, he was talking to Ella off and on throughout that period. And he's thinking, I've made a mistake here. That's what he was coming with. I'm just not convinced. I think they're going to come across the same hurdle as they go further on within this relationship, where he's going to be cold, gaslighting her along the way, and she's going to be very emotional, not getting the answers that she wants. So I'm still not convinced. But I'm going to wish them well. Our next couple on the couch were Cody and Selena. I knew something was off. Just even the way she walked to the couch. She was toddling along and he was so many paces behind her. I knew something was off. So we learned that them two have broken up. They broke up the night before, after the dinner party. And they have been making plans for her to move to him. And then he comes with this shit. That he can't see it working. This guy's been flip-flopping all the way through this series. And she's been hanging on hope. That's one thing I won't do, is hang on hope. Go with your first instincts. You knew this wasn't going to work. But you carried on, hoping he would change. From the time they went to the homestays, they went to visit his mother and stepdad, and then also his uncle. From that whole drama there, how cold that family were, that was a no-go for me. No, this was not going to work. And then when they went to the homestay of her mother turned around and told her, he's not for you. You should have listened to your mother. The poor girl. I just don't know what to say. She's got her insecurities and so does he. Some of his qualities reminds me of Mitch, where he doesn't talk about feelings. And you can see she's a touchy-feely type of girl. She wants to feel the love back. She wants to be told that she's loved. You could see he wasn't into you. But you told yourself, no, I'm going to make it work. No, he held my hand today. Oh, he hugged me today. Oh, maybe there is hope. F that shit. He told you from the start, just by his actions, he wasn't into you. So that's the end of that story. Moving on. Our next couple on the couch were Tamara and Brent. Oh, that was a car crash from the beginning anyway. I don't even know why I'm even talking about these two. Did you see the mic drop that Brent did at the vow renewals? Yeah. We knew it wasn't going to work. Now they're on the couch. Still at loggerheads. Then we hear about Tamara and Mitch. from the night before at the dinner party. Some back and forth with her fancying him or her calling him or something. I can't remember all the details. His name came up again on the couch today. But this time it was him making a phone call to her at 2 o'clock in the morning saying that he was thinking about her. What next? You had your chance to talk your talk at the dinner party last night. Instead, you want to continue that same conversation on the couch today. That doesn't make any sense to me. Were you a little bit embarrassed sitting there and people grilling you that you had to come with some sort of ammunition to take the heat off you? And then you go storming off because it just got too much. Typical. Anyway, I've got nothing more to say. Moving on. The next couple were Dion and Carolina. But unfortunately, Carolina didn't want to come off her seat, wanted to stay with Daniel. So it was only Dion on the couch instead. Whilst Mr. John was asking questions back and forth across the floor. Oh dear. I don't even know where to begin with this lot. We saw the whole affair. I can't call it any other word. No, let me call it secret liaisons. Yes. We saw the whole secret liaison that went on with Daniel and Carolina. When she said she was going to the gym, she was going to see Daniel. When she was supposed to be here, she was going to see Daniel. Every excuse under the sun she was giving Dion to not be with Dion. This was a whole bloody mess. Everybody got to see the whole affair on big screen. What a bloody palaver. It was embarrassing for Dion. It was embarrassing for the rest of the group to see this. They had their questions. They put their penny's worth in on how they saw this whole sordid affair. And at the end of it, we saw John asking Carolina and Daniel to apologise. Did they apologise? What I saw there from Carolina was another Olivia. She doesn't feel sorry for anything. No, that's just not her. Her and Olivia were good friends at the beginning. I don't know what happened to that relationship. But they're so alike. No remorse whatsoever. And then you saw Daniel try to give an apology. I don't know what the fuck that was. Pardon my French. But I don't know what that was. They deserve each other. So as Dion says, he wishes them luck. And Dion being a good guy, that's just how he is. That's how he's made. But anyway, I wish Dion well. He deserves the best. The other two, they deserve each other. Moving on. Our next couple on the couch were Olivia and Jackson. What a drama. That's all I've talked about through this whole series is Olivia. She started off with this angelic look about her. And I thought she had nursed her father for the last 7 years of his life. And I thought, this girl deserves everything in regards to a husband. But by the second week, we saw a demon. We saw the devil. It came out on special occasions, especially where her and Dominica were concerned. So while Olivia and Jackson were on the couch, we got to see the showreel of their life in this experiment. And everything was sweetness and light. And I thought, hang on a minute. What, you're going to let them off? John, what are you doing? You've just gone and told them to go back to their seats. John, what are you doing? This can't be it. This cannot be it. Don't you dare let me down. But then came the twist. I thought to myself, oh God, thank you, Jesus. John, oh, I thought you were going to let me down. He brought up the situation between Olivia and Dominica and their so-called fractured relationship. So we got to see a short show reel of the friction between the two of them. And we actually saw the situation with the glass and how Dominica broke the glass on the table, put it down, and then started pointing at Olivia. She wasn't waving the glass in your face the way you have told the story to everybody along the whole 8 weeks of this experiment. You have lied through your teeth. And all I was waiting for was the proof to be shown. But at the same time, I didn't see Jackson's reaction look any different. He seems to have accepted her behaviour. He's become a drip. I've lost all respect for him. He's weak. And she has got him tangled in her web that he can't see shit. So as far as I'm concerned, the evidence is there. You've seen it all. But you still wish to forgive her. You deserve everything that comes to you. And what shocked me the most was when he was at the dinner party the night before, defending her, the little witch. That's the most I've seen him speak up for her throughout this whole experiment. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. She has done a number on you. And we also saw the reaction of the rest of the group. Their view of her has definitely changed. They're looking at her and thinking, wow. She's the biggest storyteller. The biggest Jackanory. She can spin a story. She really can. From the second week that mask came off, she is the devil in disguise. Lastly, our final couple were Dominica and Jack. I have no words. I don't know what went wrong here. I was rooting for these two. But then when it came to the honesty box at the dinner party, I thought, oh, this is on shaky ground. What's going on here? And then the vow renewals, they both said yes. And then it went wrong again. I don't know. But these two, as Mel said on the couch, they're destined. We can see they're destined to be. And as Alexandra said, she could see fear with the two of them. They're waiting for each other to say, let's do this. I've got my fingers crossed for these two because I really do want it to work. And they're just meant to be. They just mould very neatly together. They've been away from each other for a while and they came back together like they've never been apart. To me, that's destined. I wish these two all the luck in the world. We've come to the end of this series. It's been a ride. It definitely has. So on that note, this is where I'm going to leave it. If you like what you heard, please like, comment and subscribe. Till Married at First Sight UK.